the people who betrayed me in the past, the people who misunderstood me, the people I helped and did so much for, and now they look at me like I'm the scum of the earth. The people I invested my life almost to death and they never knew. And then they name you anything. Those which were just jealous of what God had placed upon us. And they didn't know how to deal with the God who was raising us at that point. And they made very furious accusations. And those who had it and took it, because they were also blind like Felix and Festus. And those who demoted us, thinking that that was our end. And those who counseled us on some lists, because they thought that it was the only way to put us down. And those who misrepresented us to the powers that be, because they wanted to stay in advantage with them because of the fear that if we entered the same spaces, we might take the laurels, the praises. And those who are made up to misunderstand us regardless of whatever we'll do to explain ourselves. And those also who are trying to understand us, but they are under so much pressure, so they cave in to those who are stronger than them. And those who have suffered because of the accusations we carried. The innocent kids who were, I know a girl who was slapped by her father. She came with a swollen face because she had come to Phaneroo, because they were telling them that in Phaneroo we tell people to sin. And then I remember those, I know kids here who were denied school fees because they'd confessed the Lordship of Jesus Christ, some of whom we took back to school. I did, and some members here started to educate them, and some of whom have graduated. And then I remember the husbands who divorced their wives because they have chosen Jesus Christ. And then I remember the siblings that no longer talk to each other because one chose Jesus. And then I remembered some of you who are being demoted. I looked at my life and the life of those around me, and I thought for a moment, wait. One day, this is the first time I'm sharing this. I've never shared it. One day, I was in a transition of life. I think one of the most memorable transitions of my life as a minister. And I woke up 7:30, 8 a.m. And God took me through a lot. My mind was reminded of so much. And I found myself crying. The presence of God was in that room so thick. I could feel God. And I was in the next transition of my life. But his presence, you know, as the Lord stood by Paul, that's how I felt. I felt Jesus on my left. He was there. I could feel the tangible presence of God. And overwhelmed by that presence, I was weeping. And I did an audit on my life. The things I knew had been done, and many things I went through. My things I would never tell people, because there's things you go through and God says, this one, never share it. It's your secret with me. And I remember on that bed in the morning as I was getting up, Jesus himself spoke to my ears. For the first time, more clearer than ever before, he said, all things are working together for your good.